All right, NCAA passes the law
I
saying
apologize.
that college athletes can make money off their image and likeness.
Thank goodness.
Now, I actually want to give a shout out to Destroying because he's a YouTuber. He was in college and he had like a YouTube and he was getting paid off YouTube. He had like tons of subscribers and he lost his scholarship and they were trying to make him choose between playing football or keeping his YouTube channel. So he went the route of keeping his YouTube channel because he was making money off that. He was making lots of money off his YouTube and he ultimately quit football and he ever since then he been trying to get back in football and stuff, and he was kind of like one of the pioneers with this new law that passed. I just want to give a shout out to him because
shout out.
That's fine.
It's a long time coming, man. They should have college sports should have been able, especially as a player, when that's because as a college player, yes, you're in college, but that's your livelihood at that point. It's not a job. They're not necessarily paying you, but you should be able to like get paid off of your likeness like that.
Yeah.
So I totally agree.
And I kind of want to
and they're selling freaking replicas of your jersey in stores.
But
you know what I'm
the
saying?
billions they made.
Yeah.
And I want to say this before. Oh,
Go ahead, Joe. No, you should go ahead first.
I'm sorry. No, I want to shout out Ben Simmons too because he had a small documentary on that, and he was talking about how like they would tell him how much money they made like in the LSU games, and he only had $150 in his account at the time.
Johnny Manziel, they built a new stadium off Johnny Manziel's name.
And that's what I'm saying.
A lot of people may not agree with me, and I don't even play sports that much, but I think they should bring NCAA back and pay the students.
I thought they were going
to have their numbers and their names on
in
their
the game.
jerseys.
I thought they were going to do that.
Yeah.
Though. I was just about to say that.
And nowadays with like updates and DLC and stuff, if they trade players or whatever, they can just update that shit. If, and
that would be fire.
so it's
to Bronzeport, they are developing like a plan for that right now to bring back the game. Because I used to play that all the time.
I used to play NCAA more than I played Madden.
Man.
Yeah, that shit was.
But I also feel like that's a double-edged sword because at the same time, when you are giving somebody that young that much money, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of, like a, how can I explain it?
A distraction.
Almost, again, with the Johnny Manziel effect. I feel like that's kind of like you get all these things and you get used to the life of being good and stuff like that. And let's say you get hurt or let's say you don't make it. You know what I mean? Now what? Because now you done living off of these endorsements or you living off of this money that you're getting,
But that's life. Maybe you learn.
I disagree because you have to look at the likes of LeBron James. How he went straight from high school and he was making millions, from doing what he, doing his skills. Yeah. So like, if you good enough to go to college, you're a 5-star recruit. Obviously, you're talented. So you know what I'm saying. You getting paid off your name. You know what I'm saying. You going out there risking your being injured for a team and you not getting paid, so you might as well just pay them. And you know what I'm saying. If you get injured, then they got something to fall back on.
Yeah. True. Also, with that too, like nothing's ever going to be perfect. Like, of course, it's going to be a double-edged sword. You know what I'm saying, and that is one of the negative effects that could be caused by that. But at the same time, like, you have to compensate these students for bringing thousands and thousands of people to these games.
Oh, definitely,
for them being on commercials and like all this stuff that they're doing. Like, there has to be some greater, reward for that because it's not just high school football. You know what I'm saying? It's not just you playing a sport recreationally. Like, this is damn near like it's NFL
training for training. You're basically training for the NFL, pretty much.
NFL coverage.
But my thing, I feel like they should make also what I feel like would be a cool thing if they made like a rule also that went with it is just like you need to have some type of mandatory like guidance person in your like person. I don't know what would be the proper word for that. You get what I'm?
A manager.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying. A financial advisor type shit.
They should make them take like financial classes
or something like that. You know what I mean? Something just to better aid them versus just saying, okay, well, I know we owe you this money. Here it go. You know what I mean? Because if you exactly, so it's just like somebody also to tell them, okay, man, this is what you should do with this money.
They spend their financial aid. Regular students getting their refund checks. They don't.
Nah, for real.
They buy their books and the rest of that they
Do whatever.
Yeah, thumb through that shit. That's what I'm saying. But that's my point. You could be doing better things with that, which is always the the thing. But it's just like I feel like that would be a cool thing to help them out.
They do offer like financial like to help like the young guys.
See, that's what's up.
See, I think that's cool because like now there's certain people or certain players that I feel like if you're a good college player, there's good college kids that haven't been to the NFL but like have the ability to like have a shoe or like get a certain type of like endorsement and like be able to actually do that instead of saying no, I can't do it because I'm still playing NCAA. I think that's lame as fuck.
I don't think any players are that big to get a shoe. Like it's rare that those type of
Zion would have been.
well, Zion, but it's rare though. Like it's probably 1 or 2 guys like every 5 years, but.
But I'm saying that they should have that option because I mean they're adults and it's like they still have the ability to like I said you're spending your days as a job like basically it's like a job for you and you're not getting paid. You should be able to get endorsements and have income from outside of the shit.
Only bad thing I see with it is how we trying to get historically black colleges to get these athletes. I feel like that's gonna put us back with that.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Like because these more prestige schools are gonna have more money versus going to.
If McDonald's say, "All right, I'm finna give you this $1 million, but you got to go to Alabama," okay. I mean, you pretty much you ain't gonna say no to that $1 million.
Yeah, that's a good point, DeeJay. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that do make a lot of sense.
That do.
Yeah. And also, like,
ooh, that nigga DeeJay hard as hell right now. He hard. There you go.
Also,
that makes sense, DeeJay. I feel you on that. Damn, that's good.
Also, I feel like, with them getting money like that, their class is gonna take a hit as well.
They will.
Oh damn!
Nah, that was what I said. I said that. Don't try to bite on that.
Eric did say that, but at the same time, like low key with that much money, a lot of people don't even get to use their degrees.
Nope.
Anyways,
I agree.
so you know what I'm saying? Like to be getting that money, like that sometimes is better than the education itself. Like some people is getting like $1 million off rip right now.
Like Alex said, even if you don't make it or something happens, you know what I mean? Now you done kind of made money. You haven't just wasted your time. Like, okay, what do I do in my life now? Now you should, have this money or at least some of it to try to at least kind of help you get walking down the right path versus, okay, what the fuck do I do with my life now?
And you're erasing student debt.
And to go with what DeeJay was saying, kind of like even if you look at it as like a big company endorsing somebody, they're talking about on a player level. So even if I was a player and I got endorsed by like McDonald's or something, they're giving me money. So it's not like that money's going into the school's pocket for them to do whatever with. It's like, or to benefit the team, like it's to benefit me. So like that's going towards my shoes, my training, my this and that or whatever. So how big of a effect does it actually play on, like, well, I'm endorsing this team by giving this player some money.
I get what you're saying.
Because at the end of the day, they're probably not just endorsing one kid. They're probably going to endorse 50 or 100 kids across.
But what if they did, based off what you're saying? How would that might be a bad thing? You know what I'm saying? Like you said, because let's say you got this star player on the team, but the team's not really that good, and he's endorsed by McDonald's. Now the whole team hate his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He endorsed by McDonald's, so would it be? You get like that's what you were kind of saying, right?
If you play for a team, it's really not it's not really like no jealousy on teams like that. Like,
nah.
Well, that's
yes.
I mean,
and no.
it
yes
is, but it's like okay, if I play for if I'm in basketball and I play for Duke, I I'm saying I strive so hard, I'm gonna walk on. Then a 5-star come and we had a chance to win, I'm gonna be like, oh damn,
come on.
Yeah, but now you talk about more money involved though.
Huh?
You talk about more money involved now though.
Okay,
I know he come and we have a chance to win a championship, and I done walked on. Now I got eyes on the whole team, so I can possibly
get a chance to
get seen.
About $83.
But I think they would have some sort of regulation on as far as that. I don't think you can, just like how you can't go and bribe a player now to like go to a specific school.
Shit.
I don't think they would. I think they would have some sort of regulation on a company spending money on a kid to get them to a specific college. But I don't think as far as endorsements, I think they're talking like they're allowing kids to be like, okay, well, you can. There's nothing wrong with McDonald's paying you for doing this commercial for them. How does that affect the team?
I got you.
So if I'm playing for West Virginia and they come to me and McDonald's is like, you've been doing really good and everything like that, we want to give you such and such, come do this commercial or whatever, we'll endorse you. Yeah, that money goes back into that specific player's pocket. Yeah, how does that benefit the team overall?
Yeah. Well, because we talking about a 5-star athlete. If the 5-star athlete gets paid by McDonald's, but McDonald's telling him to go to a specific school, the school then makes money off their kid like they're doing now.
I'm saying if as far as they can't dictate which school you go to.
No, they can.
They can't. They can because colleges have boosters and boosters pay for like school.
Yeah, I'm saying they could offer them that, but I'm saying that offering them a specific amount of money to go to a specific school would obviously be against regulation.
It is, but there's always going to be that aspect.
Yeah,
bro.
Like people gonna do that, bro.
Well, they do that now. But that's what I'm saying. But as far as opening it up for players to have endorsement, I don't think it's going to elevate that to an extent. I think it's just you're going to start seeing more players, getting money in their pocket from just like different avenues, like
No, I agree with what you're saying. You're saying those level like Zion, LeBron, those level type athletes. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the money they're gonna get under the table, you know what I'm saying, is gonna still be better than the minimum little money they be getting from being a college athlete. The highest deal that's been signed like so far is $2 million. That was like Master P's son. So. We haven't seen until we see like a 50 million, like a 50 million, 60 million type. Like still, like universities can get him that, like way more than that million.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying because the way I'm looking at it is if that's the case, then niggas wouldn't even want scholarships anymore, or they would just look at it as scholarships. Basically, you'd be like, okay, well, McDonald's is paying for me to go to school then and to play for whoever.
Not scholarship. Scholarship is gonna pay for the school. The McDonald's money gonna go straight directly to them without even having to pay. Because you're gonna have to register for class, and that scholarships and all that stuff is gonna pay for. But what if the
schools try to fight against that shit? Like, now you getting this McDonald's money, you pay your own books, bitch.
That's what I thought it would be.
They're just gonna go to another school offering full scholarship.
Yeah, that's true.
Better go to Perry.
So you saying they can get a scholarship and then the endorsement deal?
Yeah, they're not gonna make you pay for your school. Okay, if you being recruited because you're a basketball player, you being recruited because you scoring 30 a game, they're not going to say, well, since I think McDonald's going to give you $1 million, you're going to have to pay for your own school, but you're going to have to come play for us. No, you're going to offer me this scholarship.
Okay.
Then I'll get my own money in my own pocket.
If y'all are saying that, then with this new rule, is it going to be a detriment to to college football in the whole? Because then it's going to make it worse for everybody.
They're going to make the money. Okay, well, the money's really not going to be an issue because they're going to make 10 times that off of your name alone. So they're going to make billions of dollars off.
Well, he's talking about the product itself, like the game.
Okay, this is where let's do a little history.
Well, because I'm saying, in a sense, before it was banned, you couldn't make money because they were afraid that bribery and people would be paid to get into certain positions and stuff like that. So they wanted to avoid that. So in a college sense, you couldn't have any sort of scholarship or outside endorsement. Cool. But now that that's open, yes, in a good sense, we're all happy because now as an up and coming athlete and a college kid, you have the chance to make money outside of just you playing for a school and then nothing panning out for you or whatever. But how does that affect
the product on
actual, like college sports now, in general?
It's going to change. The part that's going to leave the game is the amateur part of it. Like that kind of I'm coming up factor will be gone.
You're just getting a chance to play because you got a scholarship, and you're
that
gonna play because you're on the
so
team.
that part of it will be gone. Like that, kind of like that. This is probably a bad analogy. Like that, Hoosiers feel like the coach.
You're saying like people playing with passion because they feel like they're trying to get to the money. Rather than already having the money.
Like and not even money, just like that part. Like what
we're still talking about the top 3% of the players. What we really should be talking about is the main. Just the
because not everyone's gonna get endorsement.
Everybody's not getting that much money. People getting like I've seen $20,000 deals. Like that's good. It's good money, but that's not gonna really hold you through 4 years of college.
Well, let's talk about how it done because they wasn't just gonna pass this. NCAA wasn't just gonna pass it. It got passed because of California. They had went into law that their athletes in California can get paid.
Yeah,
that's why. NCAA then said, well, then that's gonna take all the athletes to California, so we might as well pay. We might as well have everybody get paid.
Yeah.
So, yes, it's gonna affect like the top athletes. You know what I'm saying? Gonna get paid, but you know what I'm saying. As far as the product, I feel like all this stuff is gonna work itself out. If I know. It's probably gonna go by ranking systems because you got 5-star, 4-star, 3-star. If it's a 3-star, you're not most likely gonna get no $1 million. You're gonna get your little, you know what I'm saying, 10,000, 20,000.
They're gonna pay you.
But if you known to be finna go in the NBA and possibly be lottery pick, then that's when you're gonna reach, that plateau.
Yeah, because they're like, hey, we're gonna make this much off of him, so we're gonna give him more because like we're gonna like incentives and shit like that because we're about to make $1 billion off this dude. Let's give him a big deal.
Yeah, that's to your point, because as they in high school right now, we all know that was it Imani Bates?
Yeah,
he already got a household name, so he off top. They gonna be throwing money on him left and right.
Right.
Yep.
So it's just gonna if your name hot or not. Just like if LeBron James would have went to college and this would have happened, they probably would have built him a house or something.
Shit, they
on
got
campus.
They bought him a Hummer. Shit.
On the building.
Yeah, you get the dean's office.
Build that nigga a penthouse.
Move out right now.
For real.
Yeah, I've been moving out.
What's going on, everybody? Behind the scenes, Lyndon here. Just wanted to stop in, tell you guys thank you for tuning in to another clip or new episode of the 5% Podcast. Make sure you drop a like down below and leave a comment. Let us know how you think we're doing or what topics you want us to discuss. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at the 5% Podcast, as well as like and follow on Facebook for weekly live streams every Friday at 8:30 p.m. See you next time.